So back when the Atoms expansion came out, this was around Dev Diary 71, we saw some major changes in the way the Enigmatic Fortress is being handled. Basically given a change in the patch notes, and this was specifically, and I quote, "Properly completing the Enigmatic Fortress chain events now yields a random enigmatic technology rather than all of them." And this has been irking me. This is something that's been really annoying me for quite some time, because when I went into the code, or at least the event scripts for this particular event, and I basically took a look at what is available now in the Enigmatic Fortress event chain, I came to the realization that all enigmatic technologies are the same or equal, but some of them are more equal than others. And this basically goes down the list. So there effectively are 5 types of enigmatic items. One of them is currently disabled as far as I can see, which is the enigmatic disruption field, which is a little bit annoying. I believe you're only originally supposed to get it through the Heart of Dark Matter event, which is when you use a scientist on a black hole. You need a level 5 scientist to get this as well, but it looks like right now it is disabled within the code. However, the other ones for the Enigmatic Deflector, which is the shield, the Enigmatic Power Core, which obviously is the Power Core, and the Enigmatic Decoder and Encoders, respectively, are still available. However, like I said, some of these are more equal than the others, and this has to do with their drop rate. So how the game handles drop rates, apparently, when it comes to the rarity of some of these items is rather interesting. So from the top through the code, the Enigmatic Deflector as well as the Enigmatic Power Core have a drop rate of 15%, and once you get it, you get a progress on it of 30%, which is quite a lot. However, the Enigmatic Decoder and Encoder have a drop rate of 30%, and once again, you can only get one of these per time you run the event, and obviously you can only run the Enigmatic Fortress just once, because once the event is done, a flag will be put onto the game saying this event is now done, the Enigmatic Fortress is on shutdown. You will still see the wreckage in space, but that will be it. And this kind of ties in this little rant of mine into how things have been handled lately when it comes to nerfing some items. Was the Enigmatic Fortress overpowered? Yes. Absolutely. It gave you a massive advantage in terms of technology. Sure, it would take a lot of resources to properly research the technology in question. The Enigmatic Encoder and Decoder are effectively considered to be completely and utterly useless. However, the Enigmatic Deflector and Power Core are absolutely amazing. Now, taking these away from what is effectively a paid expansion is a paid expansion. It's Leviathans. It's the first major story pack that came out for the game. Just gives me a wrong taste in my mouth. Like, I generally don't really bash or are critical of some of the design decisions that have been made within Stellaris. Sure, there's a bunch of them, like why is there no Office of Fleet of Intelligence yet, etc., as well as some of the other items. But taking away the Enigmatic Deflector, or at least having only one of the items available per time you play the game, is just, I don't feel is an optimal way of doing it. In my personal opinion, the Enigmatic Fortress event chain should be completely rewritten, maybe turn it into a galactic level Easter hunt, making the riddles a little bit more difficult, giving it a little bit more fun, because right now it's very Newtonian at setup. It's very mechanical. If you know how to do it, you can guarantee the same result, except for obviously the random drops at the end. So running through the event is super easy once you know what you're doing. And the thing is that the way the drops work, and it's randomized, the fact that you need to take down a fairly powerful Guardian or Leviathan, as you can maybe call it as well. It's just, you put so many resources in trying to get to the point where you can get these technologies, and they should give you an advantage. Now, how could this be changed? No, well, right now, obviously, you have the singular drop for an enigmatic item. Sure, fair enough. Would it be possible, maybe, to expand on this event chain? Maybe have multiple enigmatic fortresses stepped around? Maybe some sort of complex integrate the Enigmatic Fortress into, say, a Ringworld-esque environment where you have multiple puzzles that are randomized, similar to what you would get in, say, Crusader Kings 2, where you get a random item that you could potentially get based on certain traits of your empire, say, or your ruler, or the person or character that is exploring the Enigmatic Fortress itself. There's so many avenues here, and I really feel that the Enigmatic Fortress, as well as Leviathans in general, has really been left in the dust. Now, obviously, this is not the case with Utopia. Right now, Utopia is looking extremely strong. Items for the hive minds are being expanded. We're getting more audio effects. We're getting new civics and types of hive minds as well. But it just feels that this story pack, which was pretty amazing all by itself, is not really getting the love it deserves, and that's something that I find sad. I really hope that at some point the dev team will go back to the Enigmatic Fortress and readdress it and basically give us the opportunity to get the enigmatic items in some way. Maybe over time, hey, it could be like the Dragon's Hoard, where there is a random modifier that the dragon egg or dragon armor drops over a period of 100 years. Who knows? There's many avenues to explore here, but just putting a random list in there saying, hey, these are the items, this is the drop rate for them, that's just disappointing, man. That's just almost, yeah, I just don't feel like it's a good solution. Very similarly with the exploits regarding trading planets to other people. Exploits are there, sure. Not a big fan of the way they handled it, but they handled it, and you know, they did it with in this case as well. Do I agree with the way it was handled? Not necessarily. So if you're out there and you're wondering by yourself, you know what, I'm going to go and write something in the comments here. Feel free. It's a discussion. We want to know more about what you feel when it comes to the Enigmatic Fortress. A more deep event, maybe? Something a little bit more expansive? A full rewrite? Who knows? But still, overall, you know, Stellaris is looking very strong, and it seems to be having a very long, productive shelf life ahead of it, so at least the production cycle. But still, it just leaves a bad taste in my mouth, man. Until next time, take good care of yourselves and, of course, each other.